So let's talk about rules and boundaries and limits and regulations and limitations and all those things that we end up fighting about when our children don't listen to us or when our partners seem to not understand what is it that we're talking about, and we end up upset and frustrated and we lose patience and we fight. Now, this thing about rules, I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you, but if you stop to second for like a real mindful thought about it, then you would realize that you agree. Human beings don't really care about rules. The idea of rules initially wasn't created to actually set rules for a society, to set boundaries and limits within which a society is considered to be a healthy and productive and beneficial society, but rather rules were created as means to calculate punishment. So we know that if we break this, or this rule, something happens. So rules are not there to prevent us from doing those things, but rather they are there to help hierarchy, patriarchy in most cases, to understand how to punish us when we are not compliant with these rules. So let's say it just once again in a very short sentence. People don't care about rules. Children don't care about rules. Children don't care about limits. Rules and limits is something that is really, really hard for our brains and for our hearts to trust and to, well, feel connected to, because we were born powerful. We were born empowered. We believe that we can do everything that we want, everything that we feel the need to do. It is thanks to this belief that humanity, that the human race managed to get to where it is now. Not because we listened to all the no's people told us, but because we followed our inner yeses. So what do we do when we do want to enforce a rule? Sorry. Rules are here, after all, to protect our values, to protect things that we believe service the society we live in, whether a family, a classroom, a group of friends. Every group has its own rules, and these rules protect the group's values. Now, if we want children to connect to the rules, it's not the rules that we need to provide them with, it's the values that stand behind these rules. Now, let's talk about murder, for example. I mean, we all know that it is not allowed to murder people. We all know it's against the law. But it is not the reason for which we don't take other people's lives, is it? We don't take other people's lives because it's against the values that we believe in. Because taking other people's lives doesn't meet our own needs. We can also take a look at it from the other angle. The people who do take other people's lives, the people who do murder, it's not that they're not aware of the rule. It's not that they're not aware of the law. It is that murdering people meets other needs they have. It means that in their values, there are other values that are currently higher than the thou shalt not kill. So think about your values. Whenever you are about to communicate a value to your child or to your partner, something that you really believe in, something that you want the other person to understand and internalize and connect with you on that level, you would be speaking to him in this tone, because you would be talking about something that's important to you, something that you want to see in him. You would be conveying a truth. You would be, talking about a way of life. It would be deep and profound and self-connected and mindful. However, when you are talking about rules and regulations, you are already mostly talking about it when these rules are not met, when they're not respected. You're angry. You have no patience, you feel that nobody listens to you, and you would be talking in this voice, but how many times do I need to tell you to not do this, this, and that? Kids don't get it. When you speak in this voice and just tell them what not to do constantly, they would hear the no in everything that you say. They would grow more resistant, more defiant, and you would find it much harder for you to connect to them on that basis of values. And this is what you want to do if you really want to reach a healthy cooperation with your child, a cooperation that stems from understanding who you are and how you want to be in this world. So drop the rules, guys. Forget about the rules. Start communicating your values. Each time you're about to say no or to blast out, this is not how we do things and this is not how we react to things, think about what is it that you want to protect and communicate that value in a way that would make it easy and, well, possible for your child to hear and listen and to connect to. And if you want to learn much, much more about this, about how to connect to your own values, how to find your own values, and how to communicate those values to the people you love most so that they would be able to connect to you, join my masterclass. You only have 2 more days left, and it's the last time I would be offering this absolutely incredible opportunity. So don't miss out, and I really hope to see you soon.